All right. Well, it looks like we're recording. So thank you guys for hopping on. We might have some more hop on in a little bit. But this is something that I want to start doing at least once a month. I think once a month would be good, just to get on our team to really just focus in and, just stay more connected with each other. So I want to share what my goal, well, our goal is, and then I want you guys to share what your goal is, because I want to make sure that I am supporting you every way that I can. So right now I'm at sales coordinator, and my goal by fall conference is to get to senior sales coordinator and also to be a 12 club. So that's a huge stretch for me. Right now I'm only a 2 club with you two ladies right there, Autumn and Sarah. And my goal is to get to 12 clubs. So I would have 12 distributors underneath me that have a qualified business. So like I said, it's a stretch, but we're gonna do it. We are so fired up after having Allie here and putting on those events. It just really gave us the confidence that we can do this. We can do it even without Allie. Like obviously everything's better with Allie around, but we can do it and put on our own events and everything like that. So we're excited. We're already talking, with Carol and Autumn about doing events in Peshtigo, and then with my team here in Manitowoc, we're gonna kind of go on a motivated teachers on a mission kind of theme, and do some back to school events and really focus in on the kids and healthy snacks and healthy lunches and things like that.
We have a possible Live Strong event in Manitowoc that we're going to do. I talked to them about putting something on when Allie was here. And because of all the renovations, they're taking the summer off. But that'll be a cancer kind of driven one. So she said, get back with me in September. So we're going to look in doing September, October, doing something with that as well. So we've got a couple visions down the road.
All right. So we'll talk more about events after everyone shares their goals. But if you guys don't mind, I'm going to have you. Actually, Allie, do you want to share your goal first? And then we'll go through our team so everyone knows what your goal is.
Yes, my goal for Indianapolis is 39 Club.
What are you at right now?
I think last month, either 25 or 26, but to be honest with you, there's a whole bunch of people there's probably 8 to 10 people who are within 200 to 300 points that we could just say, this is the month we're doing it, I feel like, and make it happen. But I really, right now I'm just so focused on working with the people who want to work, so they might not be qualifiers yet, or they might not be in that, so I'll get there. I mean, we're going to hit 39 Club, but right now I'm just focused on anybody who wants to work. That's what we're doing. And I'm so excited. If you guys if you like the new system that we're getting ready to implement, AJ and I posted a little video this morning, so watch it if you haven't. So I know that obviously people are going to be watching this back. So if you haven't commented on, if you have a goal you're trying to hit, do that, because we want to get you in those groups. It is going to be awesome, really awesome.
Yeah, that's great. That was something that I was gonna touch on too, to make sure that everyone is plugged into the Team Together distributor page, and then to comment on those posts so that you get put into these Voxer groups. And I'm super excited about them. It's just gonna be so neat also to connect with people who are going for the same goal as you. It's just gonna be awesome. So yeah, all right, thanks, Allie. Autumn, would you mind sharing what your goal is?
Yeah, sure, no problem. So it's sales coordinator and 2 club. That's what I want. So myself plus 2.
Awesome. That sounds great. All right, Carol, what about you? Oh, let me unmute you. Oh,
I'm okay. All right. I would like to have 8 customers by July 24th, and then by the conference, I would like to have 12.
All right, so 8 customers by July 24th, because then would you probably be VF?
Yep, I think so.
And then you want to get up to 12 customers
by October, by October.
Awesome. Then you'd probably be close to getting a qualified business in there too.
Mhm.
Yep, so you'll need a rep too to hit VF. So definitely be reaching out to people.
Okay,
And you know what's great? Sarah's on this call. Sarah's my first rep, and she hadn't tried the product or anything. We had a product story, but we didn't work the business at all before bringing her on. And so it was really like, hey, this is fun. Just hop on and try it with us. And it worked out really well.
great, yeah,
Don't be afraid to offer that business opportunity and sign up as a rep before people even try the product, because some people are ready to hop on and it works. And actually, we have a lot of reps that have been that way. It just makes sense to them and they sign up right away.
Especially if you have anybody doing a children's health study. Because if they're doing a children's health study, they're committing to a year. That's one thing we ask for the do. You commit to a year. We want the data, but we also want, you know, your kids to really see the involvement. It takes sometimes longer than others. But if you do a children's health study, by paying the $50, you ultimately will clear close to $100. You'll pay back your own 50 plus get $100 back off of that. So
okay,
if you're going to commit to a year anyways, and we can go into this detail later if you have questions, but if you're going to commit to a year with the children's health study anyways, you might as well get some money back, you know. So that's what we ended up. We first
okay,
started it. We were like, well, we'll take our $20 a month back, you know, like we're not salesy, we don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And then we ended up getting our story, and then that's where it kind of took off from there. So we
okay,
can talk more in detail if you want questions about that, but that's definitely something that you want to do. And Mitra's call today, her rep rec call, really went into kind of getting reps and getting them going in and having the confidence to say, hey, come join our mission, even if they don't necessarily have their story yet.
okay, all right, thank you.
Well, that sounds great, Carol. All right, Miss Sarah, what's your goal?
Sales coordinator and 3 Club by Indy.
Awesome. All right. Well, that's great. And that leads me into my next thing that I wanted to talk about was events. So, you know, we talk about with events, you know, putting those big, you know, I think you've seen the analogy with the jar, you know, you put your big events first, which would be, you know, those are the big rocks, and that would be the, you know, big conferences. And I would really encourage everyone to put that on their calendar. So the next one is in Indianapolis. So I mean, it's very close for us here in Wisconsin. And what did we say? It was probably only like 5 hours.
Like 5 to 5.5 hours, and we already have talked, you know, about some committed about getting a VBRO or, you know, all going down together or, you know, doing something like that. But we've already, I mean, we're gonna tomorrow, this week, we're already gonna put in our days, you know, use our personal days for those. I know Autumn's already booked her hotel, you know, coming in too. So that would be your big thing in your jar that, you know, we're gonna make it to Indy, and we're all gonna be there for that.
And especially because Adrian's going to hit NMG, and it will just be so neat to have someone from our team up there on stage sharing her story. And I want to have all of us supporting her since she's done so much with all of us building our businesses. But then also don't forget to have, I would say just really encourage everyone to have consistent events on their calendar. So at least 1 to 2 a week. And, you know, a really easy one is our Facebook event. We are so lucky that our team puts that on for us. I can't stress how much that does not happen with every team. And we are so lucky that all we have to do is worry about inviting people to the event, not, you know, cutting and pasting and organizing all of it. So definitely have that on your calendar every week and invite people to it. And another thing that was huge for us were the salad parties. It not only was great for us because it, you know, helped us be more accountable with our health goals and made eating healthy and packing lunches so much easier, but it's been great for our business because people have been watching us. And, you know, especially with our story, we've tried a lot of things in the past. We've lost weight in the past and gained it back. So people were really watching us to see if we were going to consistently make healthy changes. And, you know, we have a lot of people who come to those salad parties and they just continue to watch. And
our last HRA appointment, I had made a comment to the lady that was doing all of her stuff about the salad and jar party. and several other teachers did. And by the time one of our consistent ones, Sue, went to it, she goes, you know, I've heard that for the last 3 days about the salad in a jar party. So it is, you know, people talk about it because it's an easy way to get your lunch in. Now we have one go every Sunday. We're in summer hours, 8:15, every Sunday, no matter what. If we can't make it, Sarah takes it or our neighbor took it, but it's going to happen no matter what. We've had one where it was literally us and Sarah. It didn't matter. We needed salad. We were going to do it. It was a great opportunity for us to sit and talk with her about her business. You know, so that is something, and it's not hard. I literally copy and paste the one from before. It takes me about 10 minutes total, and that's usually because I'm not paying attention to set it up and go through it. You know, and we have one here in Manitowoc. We've had other people set up their own. We definitely don't have to monopolize it, but you know, that's something to definitely. So there's 2 events every Monday and every Sunday. You got one set up your own. There's your 2 events a week without even really trying to go out of your comfort zone.
Yep, and just having, you know, not that you have to put on a spread or anything, but have your Juice Plus just out. And with us, it's always whoever is new says, oh my goodness, how did you find out about that? And I say, we're part of this healthy living revolution through Juice Plus, and that's how we learned about it. And then that sparks the conversation. So the salad parties are huge. And just, you know, even going out to coffee with someone or having a play date and sharing Juice Plus, those count as events. So don't feel like when we say you need to have consistent events on your calendar that you need to be presenting every week. That's not it. Just putting it actually on your calendar and having it consistent is the key, so that it's there, because we all have such busy lives and it's so easy for something else to creep in. But if you already have it planned, that's good. And Autumn, I know the salad parties are probably hard for you with your travel schedule and everything, but maybe even if you could get a group, you know, someone else could take over when you're out of town or something like that. But we found that the consistency was huge. We just needed every week.
I hear you. So I definitely, I have some ideas on it, and I really would like to do one when I'm on the road too, with the crews that I travel with.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it almost came to fruition before, but it hasn't yet. So I'm going to hope that this July, I can make it. So.
And one of the other ideas we do a smoothie and a salad. And our smoothie one's a lot smaller. Most of the people leave, but they're asking now. Some other people say, they watch this. Really, this is all you do? Yep, this is all we do. We threw it in. But we had an idea came up when we had an event with Allie. We had a lady talking at the CrossFit one saying, yeah, you know, I can't really buy a whole watermelon because I can't eat it all by myself. And then one of our salad party said, yeah, I bought a watermelon. I kept half of it and I gave the neighbor the other half. And I brought over some cantaloupe because they were just her, you know, if it's just you two, that some kind of a fruit exchange. Now we asked about it, but most of the people that come to ours, like we can't hold fruit long enough because we're a family of 5, you know, but if you have, you know, 1 or 2 people in there that a whole watermelon, or, you know, I love pineapple, but I can't eat a whole one, you know, like a fruit exchange, kind of would represent a salad party too, you know, but that would be a different demographic, but, you know, something to think about there, you know, as well, that, you know, could help get people together. You know, when Allie was here, we kind of, except for conference, we kind of hit a little bit of all of the events. We put on 3 bigger events. We had a play date, which was a lot smaller. We had individual time, and then they went and worked out. We were going to put a big workout on, or it wasn't going to work. And all of a sudden, Allie decided, like, hey, let's just go to the Y and work out. And that's going to be a future SC of ours is going to come from that. And, you know, so we had everything from there. We had everything from a one-on-one, a coffee, all the way up to putting on an event all in one weekend. And definitely a lot of it just came from just being around and being, you know, noticed.
Yeah, so there's value in any event. I just would, say get it on the calendar. So yeah, welcome, Dawn. Would you mind telling us what your goal is? Do you have a goal for Juice Plus? And there you go.
I'm not exactly sure what my goal is, but I'm thinking at this point I kind of want to just get some clients to enough to kind of pay for all my product. So, you know, for the most part, that's where I want to get. So whatever is going to kind of do that. I don't know how much time I can totally invest into it because I really want to work on my photography too at the same time. So I kind of want to figure out how to balance all the difference, you know, both of them together and how they would work together.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
that sounds
I think a fruit thing for you at the pool,
great.
I think would be awesome. You know, everybody brings a different fruit, and you end up making it a colorful, you know, rainbow and stuff. And hey, where'd you get this idea? Or hey, this is really cool. We're finding that I bought too many grapes. Lisa told me, and they've been sitting out and they're going like crazy. You know, like if they're out, kids will eat it and stuff.
Like how many dozen strawberries we had?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we each bought 3 packs of it. We ended up going through it.
4.
So 4 packs. We each bought 4 packs. 3 of us did. So we had 12 quarts of strawberries. We ended up going through it because they were out. So.
And I think that's the cool thing too, is that as you build your photography business, this can naturally build along with it because, you know, maybe you have a snack house or, you know, like it just comes up in conversation. That not that you need to be giving a presentation on Juice Plus or anything that like that with your clients, but I think it just would naturally come up in conversation, and you know, the people that are interested are going to ask more, and the people who aren't, well, you planted that seed, and maybe at the next appointment, it's going to come up. Or even you work with babies so much, you know, like when they're talking about their ear infections all the time and things like that, you can talk about, yeah, my kids were sick all the time too, and then we started taking this, and we weren't sick all winter for the first time. So I'm excited for it. I think this could really build right along your photography business, and it could be great. So yeah.
And that's one of the things too is a lot. I know we said it right away, and we kind of have heard other people say that too. Well, I don't really have a story yet, so I don't know what to share. It was amazing this weekend. We were with somebody who said that, and then like in 5 minutes, they had 3 different stories that were their story. Like they don't realize they have their story. And if you don't have a story, that's fine. There's a million stories out there. We use the MS story from Danielle all the time because it's amazing. And we didn't even know she had it when she signed up. Like we had no clue. We didn't have a clue, and now her life is changing, you know, for the better. So if you're having trouble, like I don't know what to talk about because of, then you know, I heard of this person. I have a friend who, this person who's in my community does that. You know, like steal a story, you know, and own it. And I don't feel like I'm telling a lie when I say my friend Allie or my friend AJ. I've met AJ once. I've met Allie twice. No, she slept in her house, so that may be a little bit different. But up until then, I mean, because we're on here, Kayla and Krista and all those, like I feel like we know them. I talk to them more than I talk to my softball team. I see them once a week. I'm Boxer, you know, 3-4 times a day. So I don't feel bad saying our friends, our community. We know them because they are. They truly are.
So we'll kind of talk about when we'll have the monthly team Zoom calls just with our team, but we'll have it consistent. And I'm thinking probably this 8 o'clock time would work well for us, and I think it works well for a lot of other people on the team, just because things are settling down. And then we'll kind of look and see if it's good to just, you know, be the first or the last, you know, Wednesday of every month or something like that. So we'll be in contact about that. And the last thing I would really encourage you to do is to get on the Team Together Zoom call every Sunday at 7. The new format is amazing. Each week someone's going to be sharing their product story and also their business story. So that also just it helps you get to know the team better, but then also gives you more stories, because then the more that you hear other people's stories when you're out talking to other people, it's gonna be like, oh, hey, I just heard, you know, my friend was just telling me about a similar thing and this worked for her. So it's just a good thing overall. And we end with a dance party. So what could be better than a weekly dance party? Hello. So that's kind of all I have for you guys.
We want to share one thing. We're going to try to do this, but we just want to show, we're going to try to screen share. If you want to try to bring it up.
Okay.
Almost exactly a year ago, Father's Day last year is when we went and saw Mitra Ray and Joy Kelly, who were amazing. And we ended up driving all the way across Wisconsin to go back to Image, and you know, and we left there saying this is what we need to do.
And at that point, I was a distributor with no intention to sell to anyone. My mom was the only customer I had, and that was because she asked me about it. So that's where we were when we went to this event, and really on the way home, I just looked at Justin and I said, I feel so guilty for not telling people about this. And he said, exactly. We believe in this. It's done so much for our family. We have to tell other people about this. So it was, yeah, exactly a year ago that happened. And now to look at where our team is. So this is the team that we have now. These are all of
So
our
if you
distributors.
take a look at the red boxes, those would be people that are DDs. So they came in and they're at the first step of the business. That's where we were exactly a year. And we were when we had Lisa's mom. We did not hit our HLP. We didn't do anything like that. So within a year, we had the goal, and we had, and we had the summer to really get into it. And I really believe that the more we sat on Zoom calls and the more we listened, Lisa made it a point while she was folding laundry that we were going to listen to something, instead of watch TV, or we didn't make it like take away from anything that we were already doing. We didn't lose time with our kids. We didn't do anything. We just fit it into where it worked. And in a year, this is where we're at right now. And I love when AJ, and I've heard it from a bunch of people, but I know AJ's really stressed it a lot. Every dollar that you make, you help somebody. And I truly, as we're evolving to this, I've heard it a ton, but we're truly saying and seeing that now, that, every dollar that you make, I don't feel guilty because I've helped somebody do something. And we have people coming and going, and we have sideline friends. I actually just got a message as we started from somebody who I graduated with, and she's taking it, but under somebody else. She just asked me a question to help her go. And it's like, yeah, well, you know what? We're here for you, and we're not mad you're not on our team. We're going to support you guys as well. So that's within a year. So wherever you are in the journey, that's potential. And we have people that have done that in less
6
time.
weeks.
Christy is 6 weeks.
5 weeks. Yeah.
And we've had people take 18 years, and it doesn't matter where you are, whatever your goal is, that's what we're going to help you get to, and it doesn't matter where you fall on that list.
All right. Well, I know Sarah and Allie have another call at 8:30, so I'm going to stop the video. And not that video. I want to stop recording. Sorry.